So let me see if I can make it. That didn't make it any better. That was going to, but I'm back though. I'm out of Facebook jail. I'm a little tiny on the screen. It's not the same setup over here. It's got the same overlay, but that's it. I'm gonna roll another one to smoke because that's what I do. Excuse me. But you guys were the ones that I was trying to tell earlier a few minutes ago that because y'all saw me sitting in the wheelchair today, I'm not wheelchair bound. Like, I don't have to use it like that. It's just mostly for when I'm out and about, out in public, and going in, like, when my legs get weak as shit and I need the chair. That's what it's there for. Basically, kind of like a crutch. It's there for when I need it. Today, I was only sitting in it to show you guys the chair and that it works and all of that. But it kind of came across as that I was not feeling well and that I had to use a chair 24/7, and that's not the case. I don't want y'all thinking that it is, because it's not. I put me a little bag on it today. I did. I accessorized it. And I grabbed a random pillow that we have laying around everywhere. Stuck a pillowcase on it. And when I use my chair, stick it in my chair. Because what the pillow does is it lifts me up a little bit higher, which picks my feet up off the ground. They don't have the leg rest, so the pillow keeps my feet from dragging. And it also is comfy, a cushioning for my butt. I have learned today that when I go to maneuver it around, I go to push myself, that I don't like to have these side railings down. You probably should, but I've learned that I don't like for the armrest to be down while I'm using the chair. Unless if I feel like relaxing my arm and sitting my arm down, then I'll put the armrest down. But when it comes to wheeling myself around, I don't like putting the armrest down. I like them to be up. I also have to remember that I got to use the brakes. There are brakes on a wheelchair because that can also be dangerous if you forget about brake stuff. Yeah, and that's also a good thing about this chair too, is these brakes work really well. So when I move the brake handle, the one side or both sides, they will not move at all. They will not budge. Yeah.
turn it from a wheelchair into a chair.
Yes.
They're not brakes on
Mm-mm. They're not like brakes like a car. It's just a stop. Kind of how this chair is. It turns the wheelchair into a chair. You did. What I also like about my chair is that if I go to use it and we go out to a restaurant or something, I'll be able to my legs will be able to go up under the table. I've noticed with some people in wheelchairs that they can't do that because of the way the chair is built. But the way that mine is, the both of the armrests they go all the way back so you can just slide right up under the table if it's one of those tables that are high enough. Another thing that I learned through my group with my PNES stuff is even through doing therapy, this therapy is not going to stop my episodes from happening. What the therapy is going to do is just teach me, it's going to teach me different ways of handling it better. Like instead of having to go to the emergency fucking room every time that it happens, I'll be able to turn some music on and I don't know, jam out or something. And then focus on that and whatever else is going on. It'll still happen. I'll still have my episode, but it'll be less severe. It won't I won't have to go to ICU anymore, or I shouldn't have to go to ICU anymore. I shouldn't have to go to ICU, period. EMS is already talking. It's not normal to go to the hospital all the fucking time. It's not. It's not normal to be put in ICU every year. Even if it's once a year. In the last 4 years, I have been to the ICU 4 times. I'm just saying that shouldn't happen either.
I'm just saying,
I've been to the emergency room more than I went to school. And that's fucking saying something. Once again, I'm not trying to brag or anything at all. I'm just saying I have been a lot. A lot. Well, I spent more time in school than I have. I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. Sorry, guys. But you get my point. I've been a lot. So much that my attorney for disability had to wheel my records in on a fucking cart. I don't think that's normal either. But disability, they see it, they're like, oh, you are fucking disabled. That's for sure. You can't go get a job like that. Nobody is going to hire your ass doing that.
because you aren't qualified for a written job and another job and a regular job.
Yeah.
And your brain won't let you do it.
I mean, mentally, I could, do it.
Anything.
But, well, no, I guess not. Mentally, I could not because my condition is mental.
One,
So, no, I couldn't.
you have the intelligence to do anything.
I have the intelligence to do it, but I can't. I can't. Not that I'm not smart enough, it's just that mentally and physically I can't. Or physically I can, mentally I can't. Or opposite. Well, yeah, now physically I can't either. Partially my fault as well for not doing my exercises like I'm supposed to, not wearing my brace like I'm supposed to, all this shit. And then sitting here for a couple of years, or a year at least. We've been sitting here for a while. We have at least left the house, so we haven't sat here like 24/7 over a year. But close. The only places we've been to is the store and back, and hospitals. And we went to the park right down the road one time and got out, walked a little bit, turned right back around and got in the truck and came home. Not that we didn't want to, it was just too much work, too much of a hill. Coming back probably wouldn't have been as much of a problem, but yeah, it was easy coming down the hill, but walking up that shit when you haven't done it in a long time is hard.
Yeah, I gave up about 3/4 the way.
And not just for me with fucking just getting over pretzel leg, but my love over there too was having trouble. So, not just me suffering the consequences.
I'm suffering from you as well. I hate to put it that way, but your condition has affected my life in a major way like that.
Yes, I agree. And once again, for everybody not trying to come down on myself or talk shit, but that is the truth. It has affected my love and even his family in a way, It affects everybody that deals with it. Mostly my spouse, though, because he's the one that always deals with it. He's the one that deals with it the most.
He's the one that used to be 210 pounds just 10 years ago.
Yeah, he used to run and stuff. Like full out run.
Not like a fucker, but an actual off trail through the woods.
I used to go running with him and his friends when I met them and stuff, I didn't really keep up that much, but I was close enough to keeping up. I was close. I was getting there. And then after my love's friend passed away, that kind of fizzled out after we moved up here and, that, yeah. So that stopped. And then fucker wrecked the truck. So now we gotta deal with that, and now we can't go anywhere. We were close to being able to leave.
Oh, it's so stupid.
So close, like the next day of leaving. Or that day leaving.
Yeah, we finally got our fucking shit fixed.
We just got the oil change.
So we could take a long trip.
So we could take a long trip. and then let motherfucker borrow the truck, and this is where we're at.
Now
Still.
we've been sitting here for 5 months.
Yep, now I've been sitting here for 5 months.
On top of
No job, probably about to go to jail.
Yeah, he don't have a job. He can't fix shit now.
Yep.
He lost his job.
Did at least get the radiators, but it's not even close to running yet. Haven't even went out there to put the shit on there.
And the motherfucker didn't even tell me he lost his job. I found out from my dad.
And that's probably why he's been all pissy and shit, because he knows. A lot of people don't think that we notice these sort of things, but yeah, we do. Not necessarily the losing of the job, but certain things. We notice how you treat people and stuff. But now I'm not even able to pay lawyer, so I'm probably about to go to jail. I don't like that feeling at all that the cops could come out here at any moment for that. Any moment. I mean, they may do it through court, but you can't go by that either. They could come and pick his ass up.
That's the Wiz, for sure. Send them back out.
And that makes me nervous because we're both on the same property. So y'all come knocking on our door. Don't scare the shit out of me, please. Already had one scare this last couple of weeks with police stuff. I don't want to have to go through that again. Let's not deal with them, please. Let's let them deal with themselves and us stay on our side.
46 miles southwest.
I'll be right back. I'm not going far.
Kick out to the northernmost string here, and this thing should be a producer.
But it just sucks. We have the other truck that my father-in-law is letting us use, but it's like a spaceship. It's scary as shit.
And gas.
It's got a habit of floating, kind of where it'll drift and shit. And it is super scary. Scary enough, I don't want to stick my arm out of the window. That's how you see people get their arms cut off and shit.
I literally can't control it when it runs off.
Yeah, Molo can't really control it like that. I mean, he can control it to an extent, but not when it's drifting off like that by itself.
Because if you overcorrect it, that truck.
Yeah, if you overcorrect that truck, that can be even more dangerous. Your ass will be in a ditch somewhere. Or off the side of a bridge or wherever.
Into oncoming traffic.
Oncoming traffic. Super scary.
And then the leak of the
And
gas.
then when you have, and yeah, the leaking of the gas too, that's really scary. Just take a flick of a cigarette or something out the window, hit the air the wrong way, and that shit'll catch on fire. And if you don't notice that, that can be dangerous. It can blow up. And then it's too late. So it's just really scary. We have a way to be able to leave the house, but it's not very safe.
And then it has that. It's my dad's garbage truck. It has garbage.
Yeah, and it's my father-in-law's garbage truck, so it looks like a garbage truck.
Yeah, like one of those people that.
And so we get a lot more attention
And it's scary when you're driving dirty.
And when you're smoking some THC and it's not quite legal here in Georgia yet, that is scary when you've got a truck and you're riding around. Because that's how you can get in trouble right there. Not only in trouble, but hurt.
It's just a scary truck. It's a whole fucking running around.
Even going to the hospital is scary. Sure, we're already on the way to the hospital, but we don't want to have to get hurt like that just going to the hospital. That's scary as shit, too. Well, I guess we made it to our destination. We did make it to the hospital, but now we're both hurt. So that would do a lot of good. And then probably our dogs, too, because they go everywhere with us. So, like I said, it's just a really scary situation. It's not, especially in the dark. My friends have been super helpful the last couple of times. You know, the last time, especially the last major event where I had to go to ICU, they were helpful. They came and picked me up. They stayed with me a couple hours. They took me there. Yeah, they showed up the same time my spouse showed up. I didn't know they were coming. My phone died. I peed on it by accident, and my phone died, and it was fucked up, so I didn't know. I had enough juice on it to tell my spouse, hey, it's time to be picked up. And he was like, all right, I don't know if I'll make it, but if I'm not there in an hour, then you know what's up. I'm like, all right, see you then. And by that time, they're like, well, your ride's here. She just got here. I'm like, she? What do you mean, she? My ride ain't a she. My ride's supposed to be a he. What do you mean my ride's a she? I think you just said that by accident. No, your ride, she's here. Oh, okay. And then I knew who she was talking about. I'm like, oh, she, what? What? Really? Okay. And then I saw her come through the door. I'm like, oh, I did not know you were coming. My love is supposed to be in to pick me up. But maybe y'all already talked and he knows. Maybe that's the reason why y'all are here. But then got down towards the lobby area and then saw my love walk through the side door. As we were walking out, I'm like, motherfucker, what is happening right now? I'm so confused.
I was displeased because I didn't want to spend the money to go get you. And I got you. I wanted to avoid that. I mean, I was pleased that they went and got you.
But displeased that, yeah.
Because I could have avoided it altogether.
Yeah. So that was a little crazy. But they were helpful, you know, during that time. They handled it pretty well. Especially for their first time dealing with my episodes like that. They did a good job. They didn't freak out or anything. Well, I think maybe my female friend, she at the
tell me what the fuck's going on, bitch. I know what fucking this is.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. She's trying to explain.
So that's what was making him mad too, because We already know what's up. We already know what's going on.
She's trying to
She
tell
just
me the small
needs to get
details,
over it.
like I was wrong. And I'm like, yo, I know what's going on. What's up?
And it wasn't that she was trying not to be helpful, because she was trying to be helpful, but it wasn't helping.
It was making life worse. I can't tell.
Yeah, it was just making things worse.
You're
And
arguing.
then everybody started getting yelled at. So, but we are learning from each other, you know. And I've learned over the past couple of weeks that I need to communicate better with everybody, especially when it comes to me not feeling well. I need to let people know. It sucks, but I still need to start letting people know. Because if something happens, then they're like, well, what the fuck? Why the fuck didn't you tell me? So we could have done something about it sooner. You know, why didn't you tell me about it? Because then we could have just pulled over to the side of the road or something for a little while. I'm trying to move y'all to where y'all aren't going to fall over. Give me just a second, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna sit y'all on a little thing over here. I gotta plug my phone back up and stuff. Give me just a second. Alright. Shit totally sucks right now. I apologize. I think I almost got it though. Oh, it's not attached to the back. I'm like, what's happening? Why aren't y'all guys staying? And now I figured it out. I gotta push y'all back up here so y'all looking at my face. And get the dog out of my way. Okay. Yeah, you see everybody? Oh, she's gonna wave at y'all. She getting shy. Oh yeah. She get that shy face to be cute for everybody. Yeah. So I'm officially a 3-year-old. Yeah. Officially a 3-year-old. She weighs weighs less than her age now. I found out that my Cookie Monster liked my chair today because she likes to sit in your freaking lap. Yeah.
Like, what?
She's like, what? We get to roll around? All right. Cool. Yeah, let me get up there with you, Mom. What the fuck? We're moving, but we're sitting here? Oh, cool. Good. Yeah, I know, right? We talking about you. She getting all shy. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, Mom, tell on you. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's how she acted today. The cat didn't like it so much. The black cat. She's like, what the fuck is that? Why do you have it near me? I'm trying to take a nap. Yeah, I'm glad to be out of Facebook jail again. I guess.
Oh, we're doing okay. Came down here and all the pot.
Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I got my name back too.
What's after the what you talking
Now
about,
you have
Casey?
to fix
Down here
that
by the
one
166
thing.
Southwest.
That word, that shit,
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
you gotta find out the password, go on and that account.
Because I thought I had it, but when I went and put that password in, it was not correct. I don't know if it's been changed or not. I'll have to go in settings and look.
That is not a partnership. Action has consequences.
But I'm no longer associated with Mike's Medicine, so for that group, that's not associated with that anymore.
Got big burn bridges.
I just haven't been able to change the name yet. I haven't been able to get into it properly. I mean, I can get into the account, but I can't change things. I can't post stuff. We got some food in the stuff. I remember making some steak.
At long last, the seed, the time bed is planted in the deep.
Because since I haven't been eating stuff for a little while, my belly has been feeling it. It's like, give me some food, lady. I just didn't want to. I've been trying to avoid the greasy stuff right now. That and the full of sugar shit I'm trying to avoid. I'm not trying to avoid sugar altogether, but just the super high in sugar stuff. Because that makes me feel like crap a lot of times. Only when getting up, I told my doctor that's the only problem I feel like when my sugars get up is just when waking up. Every hospital visit thing when my sugar's been high, it's been when I first woke up.
On the Cornelia Marie. After partnership, Doc. You're talking on an open channel with Jonathan. That is not a partnership.
And my sugars have been good lately, so that I figured they were. I'm not in a coma or anything, so I feel like I'm doing fine. And I think when it comes to my doctor's opinion on keeping up with my stuff, I don't think I'm going to do that. Not because I'm trying to avoid what the doctor said, but I think it'd be a bad idea for me to do that. Especially with having a conversion disorder. It just wouldn't be a good idea.
We're never working with him again. Never. I don't care.
No, that is not a good idea to keep up with your blood sugar when you're pre-diabetic and stuff. But when you have a conversion disorder, it's not a good idea because it's just going to put in my brain that I need that, and then that's going to be a new thing.
And that's what I'm saying with the wheelchair, dear.
Life's gonna be rough.
So I'm trying to I'm trying to do what I'm told should be done, but at the same time, it makes me concerned about certain things. Even about the wheelchair, as my love mentioned. Not that the wheelchair concerns me about using it sometimes. The thing, it just concerns me about the same thing, about my brain thinking that we need it now because we have it. No, that's not the case. We do have it for when we need it. Yes, that is correct, brain. But we don't need it right now. Right now, we're walking fine. I'm walking fine. Yeah, my feet hurt a little bit, but I was told that was going to happen because I've been walking weird for months. That's going to happen. You're not supposed to walk on your ankles. So, yeah, your feet's going to be sore for a little while. You need to do your exercises. I've also been told, not to depend on this chair when I got it. Just because I have it does not mean that I have to use it. They want me to not use it as much as I can. But when I need it, don't be stupid. Don't go out there falling around and flopping around. When you feel like you need it, fucking use it. But when you don't need it, don't use it. Because it's not needed. Your body is going to rely on it at that point because you're sitting in a fucking chair and you're losing muscle mass and then you're going to get weak and you're going in a circle. Yeah, and then I'll definitely need it at that point. Yeah, I'll be dependent on it at that point and won't be able to walk. And they've explained this to me more than once, that it's important that I do not try to rely on this chair. When I need it, cool, use it. When you don't need it, don't fucking use it, because that's what's going to happen is you're going to permanently need it. And that's not what we're wanting. What it is it's kind of like a crutch, just like my walker and my cane. When I'm walking all pretzel leg and close to my butt being on the ground, use your fucking chair. Don't, like I said, don't be stupid out there falling around when you have a chair to use. Be smart about stuff. When your legs are working properly, use them. Or like my father-in-law said, lose them. Exactly like the doctors and my spouse said as well. Use them or lose them. Yes, I will have these moments. I will continue to have these moments where they pretzel in on me. They get locked up, where I can't move them, where I have trouble walking. They know this as well. And they've already said it out of their mouth, they know that it's a problem and we're working on it, but still don't rely on the chair. Because then we'll always need it. And we don't want that. We want to use our legs when we're able to use our legs.
I'm just trying to find out if anyone had any interactions with Captain Phil Harris.
And I'll mention again that right now they work just fine. I'm saying this out loud for my brain's purposes too. My legs work just fine right now.
Well, yes it is.
I haven't been limping around. My knees haven't been turned in all weird, rubbing together. I haven't been walking on my ankles. Been walking on the bottom of my feet like you're supposed to. I've been walking down the driveway and back up, so I've been doing good. I burnt the shit out of myself earlier. You can see it on my wrist now, where it looks like a little octopus sucker thing. Sorry, I can only see like my half of my side. I'll turn back around there in a second. I'm trying to roll us up another one because, like I said, that's what I do. I can't believe I got in trouble again and went back to Facebook jail. That was crazy.
When,
This last time.
when, like, my dad,
Yeah, not now. But the last 30 days, I guess. My last punishment, I don't know why I got punished. It was from one of the groups, and it got reported. Someone is out to get me, you guys. I don't know who it is, but someone is. I'm pretty sure after me saying this shit, I'll wind up back in Facebook jail. So I'm not getting my hopes up for being out very long. It's going to be something that I say, and I'm just going to wind up back in there tomorrow or some shit. So.
okay, your live is on friends only, it's not public. That's what's happening on months. So people can see it. But you're live right now. I got one video.
Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. Let me fix something real quick.
Look at my screen, my phone.
Alright, hold on. Edit. Like I said, hold on, you guys. Trying to fix this real quick. Oh, I see it right here. I want to enter the game. I can't change it on here. Yeah, I think so. Right where?
Right here. You say right here, click it.
I'm not on there. Once again, hold on, you guys. I try to figure it out. I'm in the restream stuff, so I'm not on Facebook. I gotta exit out. Sorry. I don't know if y'all can even see me or not. Probably not.
You don't have to exit. You just have to close it. So I wanted them to give it a shot. Open on another device. Or you can leave it open. Just open another device.
First started these rigs are like 10 to 24 fathoms deep. The amberjack like it because the squid, the hard bellies, and other little fish like hang out there. It's like fast food stop the amberjack. Market at 100. We got 4 of them. Oh. We got a lot of them.
Hold on, you guys. Public.
All right. Tag out, boys. Get them ready. Down the bucket. Jay.
All right, here we go.
It says it is.
We are getting the fringe going.
Don't exit. Wait. No, go back. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm back, you guys. I don't remember what I was talking about. Nothing important, probably. Yes, ma'am. Come on. Guess the old Cookie Monster over here in front of you guys again.
Alright, dude. This
Yeah.
one, we don't even have lines in for 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Did I get to see everybody, huh? No. Alright, you gotta get your butt out of the camera.
Right. Let's go and start doing it.
I'm glad that I came over my little hump this past couple of weeks. That sucked.
Yes, sir.
As I mentioned, not just for me, but for everybody, it sucked.
Hopefully get something a little bit bigger than
I even went to hang out with some friends. And not that hanging out with my friends sucked, because it did, and I had a really good time. But I still had an event, and that sucked. As I mentioned earlier, I need to have some better communication with them in the future on how to deal with this stuff and it not become an issue. Like if it's too hot, us not going and being out in the heat all day. We can still go walk around and stuff, or we can even still be in the heat, but to be better prepared. Me take water with me, make sure I eat some food before going out in the heat.
First hour in the water, first amberjack in the box. What I tell you about this place?
But just grab stuff that I need to make sure I don't get overeated.
Be proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah, be proactive instead of reactive. And if I feel bad, then let them know, hey man, I feel bad. Can you pull over to the side road for a minute? Or can you pull over at this gas station? Can you give me some air? Something. I feel a certain way. And it's not that I didn't tell them that I didn't feel well either. I did, but I kind of waited until last minute, and that was what was the annoying part, why people got frustrated. Wasn't really that they got frustrated because I was having episodes, but they were frustrated because it could have been helped, you know. I could have said something sooner and they could have done something about it, probably. Like we could have got, like I said, gotten some air or pulled over in a parking lot and got some cold water or some shit like that. And just make it easier. But once again, through learning experience, I know now that I need to communicate these things when going out with my friends in the future. Since I know that my episodes are more of a problem in later at nighttime, we're not going to go out around that time. We're going to be home by that time. Before that time. If it's too hot for my body to handle, we're not going to do stuff like that. Unless if we got some air conditioning or something like that, that I'm able to get through it, get through the heat and stuff. And I need my female friends to communicate better with me too during these episodes. She doesn't have to hold my hand and be my mom the whole time, but she does need to be my friend, be supportive. Kind of one of those there moments is what I need during that moment.
Not avoiding sleeping on the bed.
Yeah, not avoid it. Try to avoid it and leave me laying on the ground suffering through my shit. I get, letting me have my episode and stuff, but when I'm falling out, when I'm falling on the ground, when I'm all this stuff, you should be helping me. You should want to help me. You should be like, hey, Arrow, would you like some help up off the ground or something? And maybe I would have been, yeah, or something, or I don't know, my brain would have clicked. Yes, friend, I would like some help up off this ground. Thank you. Thank you for coming over here and offering help off the ground. Yes, I would like that. Or I wouldn't have said anything and just stayed with me a couple more minutes, calmed me down. There. It's okay. I'm here with you. Things are cool. I got shit to do in the morning though. So, do you need some help back in the house? Yes, I would like some help back in the house.
Not some random helping on James.
Yeah, not just some random help from Andy or to be dumped on my spouse for him to handle it.
Because you weren't here. I haven't seen you for a minute and you show up and it's emergency already.
Yeah.
The last one I saw you were leaving the fucking hospital.
To the point the fucking drooling, snotting out my face and can't wipe my shit off. Like, hey, yes, we did. That's when they put me back on the Keppra. The day after getting out of ICU.
The last time I seen you. Yeah.
But I figured, that it would change my brain going out with my friends. Yeah, what? Y'all are going out? Okay, sure. I don't know if my love's going to because he just got done cutting grass. But I did ask him to. And he said, like I thought, no. But if you want to, feel free. And I did. I wasn't expecting to be gone all day. But then my friends are like, well, we're going to kidnap you for the day because we want to show you something. I'm like, okay, well, cool. And I thought they were going to be responsible and tell my spouse because they just to be, communicate with him because my phone does not work. They know this. I told them this. They asked me specifically if my phone was on, and I said no. So I just assumed that they'd be like, hey man, we're gonna take your old lady for the day or a couple hours. We want to show her something. And that's it. That he would have been like, okay, or whatever, most likely. Or where you going, or what's up, or I don't know, something. He would have been notified. He would have been in the, no shit. That way, if anything happens to Ariel, I know where Ariel's at. Oh, y'all are in LJ? Okay, that's where Ariel's at. Something's happening to her. Okay, she's in LJ, Georgia. That's where she's at. Something's happening. But yeah, I didn't know any of this stuff.
I was told I'm on the way home soon. over and over again, and you never shut up until you come home way after dark and having seizures.
And I don't like that, because that makes me feel like y'all trying to be sneaky or something.
I mean, you feel not happy.
I'm all down for y'all going to show me stuff and things like that, but be responsible. Y'all know that I have a mental health condition that impairs me or can impair me a lot of the time. So you need to be responsible in the situation. You need to keep up with my spouse. You need to talk to him. You need to communicate with him like, hey, we're taking your old lady places. I mean, he already knew that we were leaving out, but he didn't know we were going to be gone all day. He didn't know we were going to LJ, Georgia. Didn't know we were going to other place. None of this. And it wasn't an issue. We had a great time. We went to dude's dad's and his mom's and chilled and hung out for a while. I was accepted into the family. I was part of the family. It was cool. Hung out with their kids. It was not part of the plan, so they got aggravated a lot of the time. But yeah, we need to work on that stuff. And that's what I like about our other friend is she does that stuff. Like, oh, I'm kidnapping your old lady for today. She will say that. If she's kidnapping me for the day, yeah, and if she's not headed back right then, she ain't gonna say that she is.
For the record, that's why I tell her that I love her and I don't tell other people on earth.
Yes.
So props to Sophia on that.
Yes, props to Sophia. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to say my other friends are bad either. They're not. We're just getting into a friendship with these people. We're just building a friendship with them. So I don't expect everybody to be on the same page right now. When us and Miss Sophia met, I don't believe we all had everything together during that time. She wasn't as silly as some people. I'm about to get off here for a little bit though. I've been on here for at least an hour now. So I'm going to give y'all's ears a break for a little while. I will be back later. A lot of y'all know that. It's only 11 o'clock. So yeah. I will be back on here in a bit. Probably not long.